Common sense should be one of them things that should come to you naturally. Like something you get through nature. You know what? Here, we'll talk about it. Wagwan, people, I'm Ty Smith. How am I? Medea, all the flutes right. Hey, welcome to my channel, Modern Renaissance Man. I thank you guys for taking time out of your day to view my content. If you enjoy what I put out, you must click this right here, all right? All that magic right there, all right? Appreciate it. And also, don't forget to follow me on the platforms you see up above and below, all right? Yeah, I know, folks. Y'all gonna be like, dude, what is... Look, listen to this. Let me tell y'all something. When it comes to things we see going on in our world right now, you have to be able to be an individual to have some shape, form, and fashion of common sense. Some common sense. And I know I told y'all we're going to get into it, which we are, but I want you to hear this speech that Trump gives, and then we're going to talk about it afterwards, right? So here we go.
Not wasted all over the world. We don't want to see Russian ships right off the coast of Florida, which is what they are right now. That's unthinkable. We want to see just success for our country, and we don't have success right now. We have inflation that's killing everybody. We have levels of inflation that nobody's seen for, they say 42 years, they say 53 years, and they say 75 years. I would say probably all of them are wrong. Probably we've never seen levels like this before. And we're going to end that. We're going to bring back our jobs. We're going to bring back common sense to government. We're going to have strong borders, and we're going to have people come into our country, but they're going to come in legally. They're not going to pour in from prisons all over South America and all over the world. And it's not just South America, by the way. It's all over the world. And we're not going to have them pour in from mental institutions, which is where they're coming from, large numbers, and large numbers are terrorists. And we're not going to have this. So what's happening to our country is of great concern to the group of people standing alongside of me. And I just wanted to say that we have great unity. We have great common sense. A lot of very smart people in this room, and a lot of people that love our country. They love our country beyond just about all else. And the only thing that maybe supersedes it is their family and maybe their faith in certain instances, and that's very nice. But they want this country to be great again, and we're going to make it great again. And so I just want to thank the Republican Senate, and I want to thank also the House. We met, as you know, with the full House, Republican House today, and we had a tremendous meeting with them also, and there's great unity. Very similar, different topics, actually, but not that different. And there's one thing in common. We want to make America great again. We want to make our country great again. We're a nation that's in decline. We're a declining nation. We're a nation that is being laughed at all over the world. We have a leader that's being laughed at all over the world. And we're going to turn it around. We're going to turn it around fast. The polls are looking like they're very strongly for us. And no matter where you look, in fact, a lot of states that people thought weren't in play are very strongly in play. Some were actually leading in. But we have to get elected. We have to take this beautiful place, and we have to make it really something very special again. Right now, it's not special. Right now, it's being scorned and being used as an example of when they look at the crime on the streets, when they look at all of the problems that we have, they're using us as a bad example of democracy. And they're getting away with murder, and we're not going to let it happen. So I just want to thank you for coming, and I want to thank everybody here. You're all either elected or you're going to be elected again and reelected, and I'm with every one of you, and you know that. I'll be with you always. And thank you very much for inviting me, and we're going to have great success. I think we're going to have a tremendous election. It's November 5th is very important, but we really start much earlier than that. You have North Carolina as an example. You have North Carolina September 6th. You have Pennsylvania starts on September 22nd. These are things different from the old days. We had election day and you had paper ballots and you had voter ID. Unfortunately, maybe someday we'll get back to that, but you don't have that right now. But this is an outstanding group of people. I'm with them 1,000%. They're with me 1,000%. We agree just about on everything, and if there isn't, we work it out. And I've had a really great relationship with just about everybody here, and just about all of the senators. And if it wasn't fantastic, it gets worked out. And we have one thing in mind, and that's making our country great. So thank you all very much. We appreciate you being here. Thank you very much.
Oh, you saw that, you heard that. Now, let's be real. I know there's going to be some things in there that he said y'all going to be like, that's some bull crap. That's not right. I don't agree with him. That's completely fine. But one thing, common sense that we're talking about, the influx of illegals that are coming into the country. The influx, and it's right, y'all. You can do your research. They are literally completely emptying their prisons in a lot of these countries, and they are sending them here, and these people are coming to our country. You don't believe me? Look up right now. We are kind of on an alert right now because they have busted like 5 or 6 different suspected terrorists that's on ISIS in like 5 different states on different coasts. Don't believe me? Look it up. My point is, common sense should tell us that we should not just let anybody come into our house without knowing who they are. Would you let anybody into your own personal home without knowing who they are, where they're from? Heck, when I was growing up and all that, I couldn't even go into my friend's house. You would be at that door, their parent to come out. What do you want? Can Marcus come out and play? Yeah, sit on the porch right now. She go back in there. Who's that little boy outside on the porch? Oh, Mom, that's my friend Ty. Who is his mama? Oh, no. Well, you better not ask him to come in here because you ain't nobody come in this house. It was like that all the time. I don't know that little boy. He ain't coming in this house. I don't know his people. They ain't coming in this house. He can be a bastardly, ratchet degenerate. I don't know who he is, but what he is not going to do is come in his house, and don't you even ask him to come into this house. Now, we're talking about a country. They don't even have to ask. They just coming in because everybody should be welcomed. This land is your land. This land is my land, from California to the New York Island. Yeah, that's what a lot of you dummies are doing right now. Don't care. Matter of fact, y'all, you won't even let me. If I walked up to most of you guys that listen to me right now, if I walked up and just tried to open your door and come in, what would you do? Call the police, or I'll get blasted away by you or your husband. That's what you would do. I'll get blasted away by you or your wife. That's what you would call the police. Won't. Imagine that the people that you don't like knocking on your door, like the Jehovah's Witnesses or the Mennonites. Imagine the Mormons. What if they show, not the Mennonites. Mennonites, you can't get in there. I'm sorry, I misspoke on that. And we're not talking about the Amish people. My bad. Amish people. We don't go speaking at people's houses. No, seriously. They don't. No, they don't, y'all, for real. Amish people, Mennonites don't. You have to be born into that. Anywho, my point is, you don't even like them when Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormons show up at your door. Do you? No. But imagine if they just open your door and walk right on in if they had a right to be in there. Common sense would tell you no. And you're going to find out, folks. I'm telling you right now, I'm not a prophet or anything like that. It's just common sense is going to tell you. The more people we let into this country illegally, don't know anything about, it's already happened, Lake and Raleigh here. Yeah, Lake and Raleigh. Folks, let me know what y'all think of this right here. Do you have common sense? If you feel that you have common sense, tell me why you think you got common sense. Give me any scenario that you feel people should have common sense on that they don't. Go. I am Ty Smith. Before y'all get out of here, don't forget to click this right here, all right? This circulates the video on the YouTube algorithm. It also consistently have my content like this be recommended to you, all right? Appreciate it. I am Ty Smith, model Renaissance man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.